break
the bias?
How can we break the bias that exists within the social impact investment sector?
So one of the ways that I think we can help to break the bias within the social impact investing sector is to work with alternative lenders and investors who actually are seeking out and finding businesses that have been created and run by women.
The first thing to break the bias would be to be aware of it and taking it into account and then start acting on it and making changes in our behaviors.
We recognize there's a challenge in our sector which reflects the structural inequalities built into our society, and we need to be conscious in our investing to make sure we're not perpetuating those.
Using user voice testing, we need to make sure that we can meet the needs of the different women within our sector.
The only way we can break the bias is by collecting better and more gender data. That includes us at Big Society Capital, other investors, fund managers, and social enterprises. Without that data, we don't know who we are reaching, and more importantly, who we're not reaching.
We need to look underneath the issues and try and get to the root causes. For example, understanding the relationships that exist between homelessness and domestic abuse.
To break the bias, I would like to see more women sitting on panels and leading events, not just because they're women, but because they have a lot to offer and bring to the table.
A study done by Diversity VC alongside the British Business Bank found that for every £1 of venture capital investment, less than 1 pence goes to all female founder teams. Even mixed gender founder teams receive 10 pence versus all male founder teams receiving 89 pence of that pound.
I think the key thing to do that is to include the perspective of women's sectors or organisations within the decision makers.
I think we can only break the bias by learning about unconscious bias. I think both men and women are from an early age hardwired to think that men are more authoritative, and I think one of the things that should be done is to have far more women in leadership positions, so we can see from an early age that women can also be authoritative.